Ooh. Ew. I scared you, Max. Okay. Let's go to my comments. Okay. I think I'm on for everybody. Yep. Hey, y'all. Give me a second. Let me get my. Okay. Get my laptop. Bring it up something. All right. Happy Monday, everybody. Woo. Okay. Let me make sure my phone is on silent. Because it is. Okay, great. Hey, Tamala. I'm getting it together. I want to see if y'all can hear me. First and foremost. Hey, TikTok. How is everybody doing? I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay. And while y'all doing that, I was going to make me a little beverage. Okay, so that's right. Drop them dollar signs. Give me 1 second. Whew, hold on, y'all. Okay. Eyes back now. All right. Well, I hope everybody is doing great this Monday. This Monday evening. We are in August. We are almost through 2021. If you have lasted this long, cheers. That's all I can say. It just seems like it's always bad news, but I hope to be able to give you guys something to look forward to on Mondays. At least y'all got some homework or something y'all can look forward to during the week. Take your mind off of this stuff that's going on. First, let me say, if you're watching the TikTok, please share, tag, like. Same for you guys on Facebook, YouTube. Do the same. Please share, tag, like with somebody. I'm going to try to run down all of this stuff that is going on and has changed. And as always, please drop your questions. I will get to you. All right. So, also, why I got you up too. Let me see. If you're on TikTok, you can go to the link in my bio. I have if you guys are interested in building business credit, I have a free business credit guide. It's a little handy pocket one you can keep right on your phone. So you'll be able to see if you are compliant. Okay, so all you got to do is go to my website. If you're on TikTok, go to the link in my bio. You'll see where it says it's a free download. And if you're here watching me on YouTube or Facebook, you can just go to the scrolling link down below that says Stand With Me. Okay. All right. So let me just see who's here today. Okay, good. Y'all can hear me. Latoya. Hey, Latoya. How you doing, girl? Hey, Dana. All right. Let's see what's going over here on TikTok. I am doing good, game. Hey, Miss Tina. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Kayla. I'm drinking a drink for the both of us. All right. So child tax credit, really quick. And like I said, if y'all have questions, I'll answer them. But child tax credit payments are coming out on the 13th, not the 15th of this month, because the 15th falls on a weekend. So make sure that you put on your calendar to be expecting your payment for the child tax credit on the 13th. Okay. So I'm gonna just put that out there for y'all. All right. So hold on. Let me put that up. So child tax credit, y'all know it's coming on the 13th. Okay. There hasn't been any changes. IRS still is not allowing you to add your children. You cannot do that yet. Still, the only thing individuals can do is opt out. and individuals who don't file taxes can enroll. If you have not filed taxes for 2020 and you want to try to get in to get some of this child tax credit, you still can. Please don't let anybody tell you that you cannot file taxes. You can, okay? You might be penalized because you're late, but you can still file taxes, all right? So let me look really quick and see if anybody got any questions on it. Most of y'all, if y'all haven't gotten any payment, y'all probably not going to get one. As a matter of fact, let me take that back. If you don't get one this month, okay? If you missed for July, August, it's probably going to be a wrap for you because they're not going to do any back payments. It's going to take a while to get in touch with them to even fix whatever the issue is. The July payment, we let it slide to see how it was going to work. So hopefully if you didn't get anything in July, you'll get something in August, but you got to wait to see. If you don't get anything in August, again, it might just be a wrap. You might have to just wait and get that tax credit at tax time. All right. Okay. Yes, somebody said something about the EIDL. Yeah, we could go there really quick. Let's just go to the SBA EIDL. So let me see. So the SBA has updated and made new changes to the SBA EIDL loan for individuals who get approved for the loan now. Now they're going to ask you to personally guarantee, meaning if anybody gets a loan over $25,000, they want a personal guarantee, which basically means if you don't pay this loan, they will not only report this on your business credit if you have it, they will also report it on your personal credit. So they're doing that. They're also putting UCC liens. A lot of you guys may not be familiar with that, but they are putting UCC liens now on loans. So if you have business credit, you will be able to see it more than likely. If not, you'll have to go and log into your state Secretary of State to see, but they actually have put a lien on your business. So they are not allowing people to just skate out of there now like you can with the PPP. The PPP is unsecured. You can file bankruptcy and be done with it. But the SBA EIDL loan, it's not that easy. They're not going to try to let you go as easy as it is with the PPP. If you are trying to get an increase, because I see y'all saying the SBA, but nobody's saying what you want to know. What do you want to know about the SBA, Michelle? And I will help you. Let me see if anybody has any questions over here. Okay, and if you guys got any questions on TikTok, please, by all means, post them. TikTok put me in jail last week, so I was not able to go live. I was very, very mad about that. Okay. I'm trying to think what else. I'm gonna make some new TikTok videos with some of the updates with the EIDL. Not too big. That was probably going to be the biggest thing. I did see that they were declaring certain areas disaster areas, and if those areas were affected by a disaster, business owners are eligible to apply for a new EIDL loan. We had somebody try it, and it still came back duplicate. I think if you are an individual, not gonna say I think what's best is call SBA, but you are eligible to reapply if where you stay, if your county or your state is declared an emergency disaster, say a hurricane comes through or whatever it is, and your business is affected again, you can reapply. Now, I don't know what you're gonna get, but you can reapply for a loan when you have a disaster. All right. So let me see if you put your question up. Okay. Let me see. Letitia says, what do you mean non-filers can claim? Non-filers are people who don't normally file taxes. They can go into the system and enroll to do the child tax credit. They can go in. They're the only people that can go and add anything. Anybody else cannot do it. Okay. I don't know if you guys saw my latest video I just put up, but if you go to a community college and you have any type of outstanding debt, a lot of colleges are wiping out your debt with the leftover funds that they have from the CARES Act. So so if you got an account, you owe somebody, log in and see if they took your debt away so you don't have to pay anybody. All right. So I don't know if you guys know it, but this just happened overnight. Please log in to see if they wiped out your debt. Okay. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to apply for anything. They just did it. So if you have kids, or you know someone that has kids that went to community college, let them know. That's the only schools that are doing it is community colleges, okay? Let me continue. FEMA. So, here goes the thing nobody wants to talk about, but, we're going to have to go there for a second. Let's talk about funerals. Let's talk about deaths from COVID. If you live in Florida, these numbers have gone up a lot. And, sometimes we get busy in life and we don't get a chance to prepare. But I'm saying this to anybody that's listening, tag somebody or share this with someone. There is no excuse why we can't get our paperwork taken care of. It does not cost, it's less than $100 to do a will. Okay, it's less than $100 to do a power of attorney. It's less than $50 to do a medical directive. And a lot of you probably don't even know what it is, but a medical directive is just a fancy way of saying if you are on life support, you're in the hospital, and and the doctors want to come in and ask your family or your wife or whomever it is, when can they pull the plug? You want somebody that you trust to be able to make that decision for you. And and I'm going to talk about this in the Black and brown communities. We have a lot of these married, but we're not together. We've been separated for 15, 20 years. I'm just saying, maybe before 5, 10 years ago, you could play around, but you can't play around now. If you don't want the person that has the right to make a decision on your life, then you need to go update your paperwork, okay? That's a medical directive. A will is nothing more than whatever you have left that you want to leave to somebody. All you got to do is have their name and their address and what you want to leave to them. It's that simple, okay? And then if it's a power of attorney, there's a few types you could choose from. But basically, you just giving somebody the opportunity to make decisions as you would if they are incapacitated, if they're not able to do it. If you're not able to do it, you need somebody that you trust. So since we are in this situation right now, folks, the smart thing to do is to take $150 if you got it and go on and get your will. And if you don't have it, you can go and get you those will templates from offline, print it, put your information in there. You could go and take it to a notary and have them notarize it. It still becomes official, okay? I'm not a lawyer, so I don't want y'all to think I'm trying to give y'all any type of law education, but I'm just saying these are some of the things that we need to be thinking about because these numbers are going up, okay? So hold on. So I'm pretty much going to go over all the stuff that I put up all this week because there's so much has been going on. So I was talking back and forth with somebody in my inbox that told me that the companies cannot fire you cannot refuse to give you unemployment if you refuse to get the vaccine. So I just wanted y'all to know that I don't know what y'all looking at the news, but I'm telling you, I read the newspaper, and there's way more news in the newspaper than it is on the news, okay? And if your private company that you work for, if they mandate that you have to get a vaccine and they make that mandate that is something that everybody has to get in the company. So if that mandate applies to everybody in the company, and if you say I'm not getting it, then you are not abiding by the company rules, which means you are being insubordinate. It's a disciplinary issue, and they in turn can let you go. And if you try to file for unemployment, you have a very strong chance of not getting it. So I'm not saying that it's going to happen to everybody, but it's a very, very high percentage that if you don't stay at the job and get the vaccine or agree to do the weekly testing and showing the card, cool. I'm just letting you know that people are going to spread false information, and I'm letting you know that it is not true. They can deny you unemployment, and you will be let go if it's mandated. Okay, the Army is going to make individuals in the military do it starting September. Hospitals have already done it, and basically what they're saying is that they can legally do this because they have a right to abide by the Food and Drug Administration, which is to provide a healthy and clean workplace environment for not only the customers but for the employees. And if you don't if you're not taking care of your health by doing the vaccine, they're considering that as a violation. Okay, so I'm not arguing with anybody. I just want you guys to know. All right. So FEMA, back to FEMA really quick. If you have a death in the family due to COVID, please do not miss out on your opportunity to get your money reimbursed by FEMA. They're giving you up to $9,000 per funeral. Okay. So if you, I read an article today, this lady, she lost her mom and her dad. So if you lose more than one person, you can file up to 5 people per application. Okay. I hate to make it sound like it's just an item on the checklist when these are loved ones, but I have to get the information out to you. So I'm just letting you guys know that you can, if as long as it says somewhere in the medical records that the death was related to or attributed to COVID-19, you can get your expenses back up to $9,000. Okay, so please don't let that opportunity go. I did repost the video. If you guys need the video or the phone number, let me know. But FEMA has a website. All you got to do is just give them a call. They're going to take your information, give you a case number, and you're going to proceed. And pretty much you're going to let them do the rest. All right. All right. Let's see. Somebody said, is the EIDL, excuse me, is the PPP coming back? No. No, that was a fake email chain thing somebody created and put out. No, the PPP is not coming back. Yes, I know my lash is coming off, and I'm the type of person, I'll just take that whole thing off, but this glue is real good, so I'm just gonna push it back, and we're gonna fake it and make it until we get off of this live. But thank you, girl. I appreciate it. Okay, so y'all see, if I keep pushing it, that's why, because it's trying to go somewhere, but I ain't letting it. Okay. What you just got, Queen Nikki? Let's see. Let me see. Also, if you don't follow me, okay? Because I definitely be coming with the good information. It says, is the moratorium on still in effect till October? Yes, the moratorium through the CDC is still in effect till October 3rd. If your state has a different date, like I said, New York has September 30th, I think. The CDC actually outranks it because it's longer, so you would go with the longer date. But right now, October 3rd is where we're at. So y'all, and let me just say this. The reason why they keep extending the CDC moratorium is because the states are not using the renter assistance fast enough. It's like they're not taking these applications. They're not processing them fast enough. People aren't getting their rent paid on time. And you got landlords that won't take the money on top of it. Okay. So if you find yourself stuck and you're not able to get where you live, they don't want to take the money that you have, go back to the housing department and see if they will let you use those funds for a down payment somewhere else. Now, I'm not making this up. This comes straight from Health and Human Services and HUD. It says that was one of the things that the money was designed for. Some states may make you wait until they've used up all the emergency rental assistance, and then they'll do security deposits last. But security deposits is one of the things the funds can be used for. So ask them, okay? So no PPP, and yes, there's still a moratorium in effect. All right, let me see what else I got going on. Oh, the SBA has opened up the PPP portal for forgiveness. All right. If you got a PPP loan in 2020, you need to do this ASAP, okay? They are not announcing when the closing date is. And the reason why they're not announcing that is because they did not get this forgiveness portal set up until very late, because banks were not giving you guys the opportunity to do your forgiveness in the first place. So they were saying August 31st. That is probably going to change. But if you got a PPP loan in 2020, you definitely need to be one of the people that are doing this forgiveness on this portal within the next couple of weeks. Because if they say September, October, and you haven't done it, then you're going to start paying. And after a certain amount of time, there's no switching it back and saying, now you want to do the forgiveness. Once that forgiveness is over, it's done. Now, if you got your second PPP loan, say you got a PPP loan in 2021, if your money is gone, and if you spent it, you technically can do your forgiveness for that one too. So you don't have to wait. You can do both. Because the portal is out now, most of the banks aren't even letting you do the forgiveness with them. But if the system will allow you to do both, do it. But you need to register your account, and you need to make sure you are registering it and you have a good cell phone number, because they are going to text you to set it up. All right. So you got it. Nobody else can do it for you. So make sure you set up your own account. If you want my help, you have to send me the login and password so that I can get in there to process your paperwork. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. EIDL, PPP coming back. Okay. Chrysler says, do you know anything about unemployment locking people accounts? Yes, unemployment is locking everybody's accounts. And I watch Vanessa Brito. I would tell you guys, if you're in Florida, to follow her on the unemployment. I think it's called Unemployment Maze. I think that's a Facebook page. But people are getting their accounts unlocked and then they're locking back up. Do not fret. The only thing that you can do is continue to try to call. I will post on my story again the numbers that we have for Florida, but the only thing you can do right now is call. To me, it's just a delay tactic, because a lot of these states are getting sued. And just as an FYI, the states that have been sued, they have turned back on their unemployment. Florida has not. I'm hoping that they will, but some of the other states that have been sued, they have decided to go ahead on and turn the unemployment benefits, the extra $300 back on until it ends, I think, in September. Okay. So I'll keep you posted on what happens with Florida. All right. Again, if you're new and watching it for TikTok, please follow or share. I appreciate that. So I hope I answered your question, Chrysler. There's nothing you can really do but keep calling, because that's what everybody's going through. Michelle says, you asked for the SBA info. I did not get approved. If you did not get approved, that doesn't mean give up. You can always do a reconsideration. But I'll tell you, if your taxes don't match, it's going to be real hard to get anything. And that's just the truth. Hey, Chantel, that's just exactly how it's going to be. Okay. All right. Let me see what we got. Thank you very much. Let's see. Gavin Newsom approved the new stimulus payment, but yes, but he's not here. Everybody, he's in a whole nother state. But yes, California, they got a stimulus payment. I believe they got a $500 and $600 stimulus payment, but that's only for individuals in California. Nobody else got that money, and that's probably, they had a whole bunch of money because they take in so much in taxes. So I don't blame them for paying people back. Okay, thank you, Rashonda. This is a name, Vanessa Brito. Rashonda put up the information, so if you want to follow her, she has all the good stuff. This is her page too, Navigating Florida's Unemployment Maze. Thank you, Rashonda. You was on that. Okay, let me see what you got over here. Hold on, y'all. Let me just make sure I caught up where I am. Kay says, are there still apply for student loans for borrower's defense? Absolutely. If you want to use the borrower's defense program to wipe out your student loans, do it. Okay. Like I said, Biden says he want to get rid of $4 or $5 billion in student loans. Let him. Okay. Help him by giving him your stuff. Now, somebody sent that to me today and thought that meant all loans were going to be wiped off. That is not true. Biden did want to do he wanted to wipe out loans for all the students for up to $10,000 each person. That did not happen. Okay. That did not come through. The only thing they're doing is wiping off student loans, debt through the through the, now, why am I forgetting the name of it? They're doing it through borrower's defense. If you went to Everest, if you went to Virginia College, you went to ITT Tech, one of those Corinthian colleges, some of these beauty schools, I think Regents, if I'm not mistaken, some of those schools, some of these little rinky-dink nursing schools, some of those places you can get your money back if you paid any money in. If you did not, they're just going to wipe out those loans in the federal system, and they're going to wipe them out on your credit report as well. So those people are getting the student loan cancellation. The other people that are getting debt wiped out are the students who went to community colleges. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. Anybody who went to community college and they had a debt left over with the school, instead of the school cutting y'all a check, I just want y'all to catch this little game they did now. Instead of them cutting y'all a check with the money they had left over, because they had money left over, they decided to take upon themselves and say, we're going to keep this money and we're just going to wipe out y'all debt, because if we cut y'all a check, we know y'all not going to pay us. So basically, they just took y'all money and applied it to whatever debts you had. I mean, sometimes I guess you got to do that to make people pay their bills, because if you don't, they won't pay it. But that's for community colleges. And then the other thing is the borrower's defense. They do have the student loan discharge form. That's for people who have their school closed down and they also made student loan payments. So if you went to ITT and you made student loan payments because, the school was open and, you graduated, you have to do the student loan discharge in order to wipe out those loans, which the borrower's defense does, but the student loan discharge actually gives you your refund. Okay. So just so you know, there's a difference. Okay. Thank you again, Rashonda. Rochelle says, can you send me all the information we talked about today? I didn't get it. Rochelle, I am not sure if I don't know if we talked by message or we talked by phone, but usually everybody else I inbox. Send me a message in Messenger, Rochelle. If we talk through my phone, then send me a text so I can see what you're talking about. Okay. Chrissy Green, I do not know if Eastern Florida has money left over. I'm sure they probably do, but they're not going to give it to you. But I will call the school to see if they had any extra funds from the CARES Act and what they plan on doing with it. Okay. So that's really y'all money. Okay. All right. Kim Cobra said, what's going on with the targeted EIDL grant? Nothing. They're still inviting people to apply. People are still getting denied. People who are getting approved still have not gotten paid. As a matter of fact, the SBA offices have actually closed their doors. They are not allowing anybody to walk in the building, claiming due to COVID. So basically, the employee is probably going to go back home, which means things are going to be a little slower. That's just my assessment. But it's still out there. Okay. Let's see. Can you apply for it if the place where you stay is in someone else's name due to unemployment? Can you apply for what, Norris? If you can tell me what you're talking about, and then I'll answer your question. I'm sorry I missed that. They wouldn't take unemployment as an income. Yeah, a lot of places don't take unemployment as an income, but you gotta tell me what you're talking about so I can answer that. Is there a fourth stimulus check coming? No, I want y'all to know, when y'all see those articles that say fourth stimulus check, all they're talking about is the IRS processing the unemployment tax refunds. $1,600 is the average amount of checks they say should be coming out this week. That doesn't mean everybody's gonna get $1,600. That just means on an average, they took all the checks and the average amount was $1,600. So people will still continue to get refunds all the way up until the end of this year. I can tell you that. People who filed an extension haven't even done their taxes, and they're not doing until October. So people are going to be getting tax returns for a long time. The news just do clickbait. No fourth stimulus. What is out here is what is out here. And there's nothing else unless there's some type of new legislation. And if it is, y'all know I'm going to tell you. Okay. How do you do the borrower's defense? The bar is easy. It's a 26-page application. You don't need to fill out all 26 pages. But if you inbox me, or if you send me, contact me through the link in my bio, I can get you the form. Okay. Momo, it says, can you get rental assistance if the place where you stay is in someone else's name? No, no, you're not going to be able to do that because they're going to want the individual to show their paperwork and it should match the name on the lease. They ain't gonna do they're not playing them games this time. Too many people got over. Biden is not honest is because of him and those legally so he made sure student loans could not be included in personal bankruptcy. That's not true. Student loans can be included in personal bankruptcy. So that's not true. I'm not sure who's leaving these messages, but it don't matter. I will read them all. But just for y'all who watching, student loans can be included in personal bankruptcy. Doesn't mean they're going to be discharged, but they can be included. Special situations can get them discharged, and when I say discharged, I mean wiped out. Okay, but not really. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna move on from that. All right, so if you live in Florida, if y'all saw that if you don't want your children to wear masks, they can now, if they experience COVID bullying, I've never heard of that before, but COVID bullying, you can now use a voucher to get them to go to a private school. Okay. I think it's a nice fancy way to separate kids, but hey, I'm telling y'all because y'all, if other people are going to do it, you should do it too. Okay. Melissa, send me a text. Yes, I'll send you the link to the form for the borrower's defense. Yes, ma'am. Okay. It says Indiana for homeowners that need help. So right now, and how you doing, Sassy Sally? We are still waiting for the homeowners fund program to come online in every state. I will check the states to see if there's been more states that have added on. As of like a week ago, it's only been 3 states. The money, I believe, should be available at the end of somewhere around the end of August or in September. It's hard to say because we're waiting on the government and everything is slow right now. So, but it is coming for Indiana. And I'll tell you guys, and I'll say this all the time, if you are a homeowner and you're experiencing stress due to someone telling you that they're going to take your home or foreclosure and you're getting all these notices, you can wait up until the last day where they put your house on the market and you can file bankruptcy and stop the process, and you can stop the process of them trying to take your home to give you some time to work out a plan. And sometimes bankruptcy will force the bank to work out some type of mortgage modification with you that they would not do when you're in the situation like you are right now, waiting for a check or, so sometimes bankruptcy is just that white flag that you guys need. So don't let anybody make you think that you're going to be put on the street just because they do it. Thank you. I got the message, Melissa. It just came in. Okay. Anthony says, what about the Mississippi universities? Are those debts being canceled? No, they're only canceling debt for individuals that go to community colleges. And if you went, I'm sure no university in Mississippi is probably shut down, but anything that's a university will have to be taken care of by the borrower's defense because they're not wiping out anything else. I mean, you guys know if you work for a nonprofit, you work for your local government, your state government, the federal government, you're a librarian, EMT, any type of first responder, you can get on the public service loan forgiveness program. A lot of people don't know that. If you work for United Way, Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, a lot of people work for these jobs and you didn't even know that you are considered a public servant. So if you know somebody that works for a nonprofit or as a first responder or works, mostly engaged with the public, tell them to try to get on the public service loan forgiveness program. They have expanded the list of people that can apply. Now, are they going to come and knock on your door and tell you that? No, but yes, you can. Even some individuals that work in the medical field, if I'm not mistaken, can get on this. And what this does is allow you to be on a payment plan for 10 years while you're making your student loan payments. Now you're going to be on a payment plan. So that means your payments will be lower than normal. You make your payments for 10 years. And then after 10 years, you submit documentation showing that you've been making your payments for those last 10 years, and they wipe out whatever is left. Okay. That doesn't seem like a lot, but it is if you have very high student loans, 200,000, 150,000 to be able to make minimum payments for 10 years and get the rest wiped off. That's a lot. Also, if you're disabled, you're on Social Security, you are you suffering some serious medical issues. I actually know somebody who works part-time, but she has medical issues that are never going to clear up. She actually got a doctor to do a document for her, and she turned it in to the Department of Education with the application to wipe out her student loans, and they were approved. Her student loans are wiped out, and as long as she doesn't make over a certain amount of income for 3 years, she doesn't ever have to worry about them coming back. Okay, so there are ways to get these things wiped off. You just have to know about them. Okay. Henderson says, what if own your home? Is there any help for us? Homeowners assistance funds is coming, guys. Thank you, Miss Sally. I appreciate it so much. It says my loan was forgiven through the portal. Woo woo! I'm telling you, if y'all doing y'all loan forgiveness, it's a very quick and fast process. They're trying to get these loans pushed through as fast as they can because they're going to start reviewing them later. But the more they can get pushed through, the better. So please, and I have to talk to all my fraudsters and my non-fraudsters, because I got to cover the gamut of everybody that watch. But if you did and got one of these loans and you should not have, I'm just going to say this, just because you got the forgiveness doesn't mean that everything is done and over with. Now, I'm not trying to scare anybody, but I just have to tell you the truth. It doesn't mean that it's done and wiped out, okay? So hopefully you got some records, some receipts or something just in case, okay? So, but everybody else, you can sit tight, but, and that's for people who did the right thing too. Hopefully you have receipts as well. If you don't have receipts or you worry, just go ahead on and pay the loan back at the 1%. Now, I'm not saying everybody should, but if you are concerned, you can do that. You don't have to do forgiveness if you're concerned that you're going to lie when you do your forgiveness, okay? Let's see. Lisbeth said, you got my attention. Where can I get the virus bullying voucher so my kids can go to a private school? Woo, woo. So, Lisbeth, this was just approved on Friday. It is called the Hope Scholarship. So if anybody's in Florida, it's called the Hope Scholarship. You can, if you don't want your kids to wear masks, you can apply to use this voucher to go to a school of, whatever your choice. If it is a private school, okay? So I'm saying this for everybody. So I'm letting you know now, Black and brown parents, if y'all trying to do this, you might have to get up and take your kids somewhere else. So you're gonna have to get up in the morning. It might not be a bus. So just be prepared that there might be some changes if you have your children go to another school. I don't think it's a bad idea. I just want y'all to make sure you use it, okay? Is there any monies out there to help with rent payments? The only thing that's out there with rent payments is emergency rental assistance and your regular rental assistance. You can do 211. That's everywhere. That's the United Way. And if y'all don't know, United Way get the biggest chunk, some of the biggest chunk of money from the government. So y'all need to use them. So use 211. That's their job to have them resources. I come to y'all weekly and give y'all what I can find, but people have to report to them. So they know where the food pantries are. They know where housing shelter is. They know what rental assistance is out there too. Okay. So you could just call 211. Some of them let you text. Some of them email you. It depends on where you live. They try to make it easy, friendly for everybody. Okay. But use them. Okay. I don't know who this is on YouTube with all these comments. I appreciate everything and sit over here and write, but I ain't not gonna read all this because some people are not gonna understand everything, and people may not necessarily like Joe Biden, but that's not what I'm here for. And I personally don't care. I'm just here to give y'all the info and where to get the money. Okay. All right. So let me see what else is going on. So I went over the debt. I went over the thing about the vaccinations, people getting fired for not getting shots. We talked about the SBA forgiveness portal. Hold on, let me keep going really quick. Let me see. We talked about the EIDL loan. And if y'all have more specific questions for y'all EIDL that you want a little, talk about privately, we can always talk about that privately, without anybody. Okay, the student loan payment. If you get student loans and you're in repayment, they have extended that moratorium, so you do not have to make any payments until January 2022. Okay, so you get until the rest of the year to chillax and not have to make any payments. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen at the beginning of the year. From what I read in the paper, is a lot of these governors are thinking that there are a lot of jobs, so they're going to be saying, hey, our people can afford it. We don't want to pay any unemployment. So, just make sure you got your funds together for January, because it looks like a lot of stuff is going to start hitting around that time. And so student loans is one of them. So hopefully this will be extended. I think that's a horrible time to want people to start making payments at the beginning of the year. So I would expect this to change. But right now, January 2022 for student loan payments. Okay, let me see. So no PPP loans. If anybody is still waiting to get them, I know you guys, some y'all are still waiting. I haven't seen anybody get any loans processed in the past month. So unless you personally talking to someone at the bank, I would just let it go. They're not gonna. I don't even think the SBA is processing any more PPP loans. I have looked and I don't see them anywhere. They do have regular loans, the regular 7A loans. They're just harder to get. So I don't know if I would tell you guys to go out and try to do it, but you can if you want to. Okay. Let me see. Okay, I think I went over. Target is one of the new one of the new employers that are going to be paying for their employees to go to college for free. So if you are looking to go to school for free, you got Walmart, you got Target. Y'all know I say go to the University of the People because it's a free university and you don't have to work for anybody to go. If anybody wants to type that again, it's called University of the People, and it's a free school and it's accredited. Okay, and you actually can just go and pay for your exams, and that's the only thing you would pay for. Okay. Joy with Love says, hello, how are you? Please, I got my first draw PPP through Womply. I'm confused how to get forgiveness. If you, hey Joy, if you got your PPP through Womply, anybody got their PPP through Womply, you will have to go to the SBA to do the forgiveness. They're already sending out emails. That was something I was gonna announce. But they are sending out emails telling you to go through the SBA portal to forgive your loan. They're not gonna allow you to do it through their website. So it don't matter who you got it through Womply. That's where they're going to want you to do it. Okay. You don't even have to wait for your bank to tell you to go to the portal to do the forgiveness. You can just go there on your own and start. You don't have to wait for them to tell you. Just go ahead on and go now and do it to get it forgiven. Because you don't want to be, caught up in the backdraft or the backlog. We want to get these things done and over with because they're doing them pretty fast. Okay. So I'm going to see if y'all have any more questions. If y'all don't have any more questions, y'all know I'm going to let you go. And I want to keep y'all long. I'll probably stay on here and talk to some of my TikTok people since I didn't get to talk to y'all in like 2 weeks. I'm just checking to see if I missed anything else. Y'all know I try to cover as much as I can. Okay, we already talked about eviction moratorium. Yeah, nothing else is popping right now. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna check to see if y'all have any more questions. And if not, y'all know I'm definitely gonna let y'all go. Melissa, I will send you that message. Anybody else, you can always message me in my inbox. If you want that information, Lisbeth, it's the Hope Scholarship Program. And this is a good one. What is the USDA loan? Hey Cheryl, that's a good question. Really quick, and I'm gonna let y'all go. So the USDA loan is just another housing program that the government has. It has much different requirements. Actually, you could get a much lower credit score. You can actually do that with a 580. Some people say it's easier to get onto a housing program. I would say to try it, and it's USDA, but I'm going to tell you now, the USDA is not your typical mortgage program. So there are going to be things that are going to be different. I ain't trying to put my business out there, but my mom got a USDA mortgage. And one thing that I didn't like about it is we just recently, she paid her house off. And before she could, before they would release the deed, they had to see how much she was going to have to pay them because they had been subsidizing her mortgage. And when I say subsidizing, means when you get on these programs, they try to help you. So if your mortgage was normally $1,000, they're going to say, hey, don't worry about it. You just pay $7. We'll take care of the $3. And then they do this all the way up until you finish 30 years. And I'm thinking you about to, woo, I'm done. I'm about to go and get my mortgage, my deed. And then they're going to say, you know them $300 we've been paying for you? We're going to do that times 12 months. And then we're going to do that times 30 years. And we want you to give us a portion of that before we will release your deed. Now, that does happen on a lot of those USDA programs. Not telling you not to do it, but you need to know everything that's involved in it, because it's not one of your traditional mortgage products, as they would say. Okay. Are they still sending the third stimulus check? The school is called University of the People, Janet. The third stimulus check, yes, they should be still sending the third stimulus check. You can go to Get My Payment to see it. Is unemployment over? Technically, the PUA, the extra $300 is over, but unemployment is not over. Now, if you get fired for your job for not taking vaccine, it might be over for you. But no, unemployment itself is not gone, but the $300 is gone in a lot of states. Okay. So Cheryl, I hope I answered your question on that USDA loan. What's a good health care for unemployed people? That's a good question, Christopher Troutman. So if you guys do not have health insurance, and I'm telling you, we definitely got to get y'all to get some now, go to healthcare.gov, okay? Healthcare.gov. And I'm telling you right now, everybody I know is rocking with the Blue Cross Blue Shield $45 a month plan, okay? If y'all need some help, I will help you out. But everybody I know is rocking with that one, and they like it. Their copay is like $30. They like the doctors in the network. So now that's not going to be for everybody, because Blue Cross Blue Shield may not be available to some people, in Utah. Okay, I don't know. But go to healthcare.gov and you can look. Now, you definitely want to go with one of these plans with one of these names. I wouldn't try to go to Uncle Bobo's, medical insurance plan, because he might not cover nothing that you want. So go to Cigna, go to Blue Cross Blue Shield, go to some of these big names that and then just do a comparison. And again, they have individuals that work up until like 9:00 at night that will walk you through, and they're very helpful. Okay. So when I get this grant, y'all, for this navigator loan, I'm gonna be working with these people so we can get y'all all connected. So y'all don't have to ask questions like this, because y'all shouldn't have to ask what's a good health care, okay? That should be something they already talk about, or they put on the news all the time, okay? But go to healthcare.gov, Christopher, and get you some medical insurance. I don't ever want to hear people have to ask that question. That's just a shame in 2021. Whew. Okay. All right, so let me see. All right, and I don't think so. We talked about female. We talked about goodness, and y'all know they change stuff at nighttime, so that's why I always have to, be racking my brain over here thinking. If y'all don't follow me on TikTok, please do, because that's where I put the most updated stuff. So let me tell y'all something, and I'm gonna let y'all go really fast. Somebody asked me this, and I just want to tell y'all. Somebody asked me, where can they get a fake a vaccination card? So I started looking like, well, I know I seen them online. I'm just curious, why can't I find them online anymore? Well, I'm going to tell you why. They were selling fake vaccination cards on Amazon, and somebody caught on and reported them. And now if you try to go, and I'm just doing this so y'all have something to do. If you try to go on the internet and type in vaccination card or the CDC vaccination card, you will not find any picture of it. The federal government made every website wipe the picture of the plain blank ones, because people were copying them and trying to sell them. So I just thought that was neat that the government can go and do that type of stuff. And that's going to lead me to my last thing. If y'all haven't seen, if you'll have an iPhone, and I got 2 of these suckers, okay? I got 2 iPhones, okay? I got, so if you have an iPhone, they are now going to be scanning them messages, just like they've been scanning your iCloud, to look to see if you are doing anything inappropriate with photos. So they're looking for child stuff, okay? But to me, within looking for all that, they're looking in your pictures too, okay? Not saying they're gonna do nothing with them, but I'm just letting you know that y'all gonna have to start sliding y'all unmentionables over to Telegram app, or somebody else told me to tell y'all to try Signal app. Okay, so I'm gonna type that and let's see. So we got Telegram, and y'all see these people over here trolling me. I don't even care. I don't even give them the time of day. Okay, so we got the Telegram app and we have the Signal app. So if y'all have things y'all want to talk about privately, y'all want to share photos privately, you can do those in those encrypted apps. But iPhone is definitely going to be scanning through y'all stuff and going to be all in y'all business. And they already started it over here in the US. They put this stuff in the newspaper, but they don't talk about this on the news because they don't want y'all to know. Okay, I don't know why, but they just don't. So I'm just letting y'all know. Yes, I do hope I get to be the SBA navigator. I do. Thank you, Zodiac Girl. Okay, so other than that, just want y'all to know, take care. I will see you guys next Monday. If you guys are interested, I do have a subscription program, because social media, they kick me off a lot. TikTok kicks me off. A lot of these things I want to say, I can't say. So if you want to be in my text group, where I'm going to have a private Discord group, and I'm actually going to give y'all access to credit document. Y'all get a lot of stuff that you won't be able to necessarily get here. If you are interested, you can go to the link in my bio on TikTok. You guys can ask for the link and I'll send it to you. Also, if you want my free business credit checklist, so if you're one of those individuals, you're ready to start building business credit, you can also go to this link that is scrolling here, on the page, or you can go to the link in my bio. It is up there already. I posted it before I went live. So go download it, keep it handy in your phone so that you know what you need to do to stay on track for business credit. And other than that, I'll see you guys next week. God bless you all. And prayers for one another. Y'all take care. Any questions, hit me up. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye. I'm going to talk to my